Hi, I'm Lauren Miller, and welcome back to Stress Solutions University. We're ending this specific module entitled 99 Things You Wish You Knew Before Stressing Out with an extra bonus segment teaching you the technique, a crash course in EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, founded by George Goodwin, a chiropractor, Dr. Roger Callahan, a psychiatrist, and Gary Craig, an engineer. This specific technique has been known as acupuncture without the needles. It's not a spiritual practice. It's very mechanical, similar to physical therapy. You're simply responding to the body's stress by relaxing the disconnect and the charge, the energy charge in the body that takes place when you have a perceived threat. When you feel yourself to be unsafe, whether or not you are pulling from past memories and experiences and past pain, or if it's a current threat, you almost get hit by a car, the plane is, you got turbulence, you find yourself in a claustrophobic situation. It can be used for anything. Two key ingredients that are essential for the effectiveness of EFT are consistency and persistence. Be consistent and specific. And by that I mean, when you tune into, and you can do this now, tune into a physical discomfort or an emotional discomfort that you are aware of, consciously aware of in your life right now, and then be as specific as possible. By that I mean, if you have a pain in your shoulder, go right to the pain. Where's the pain located? Is it the front? Is it the back? If you were to guess at the size, how big is it? Is it a dime? Is it a quarter? Is it a dollar size? Be as specific as possible. Guess on the color. Guess on the feel. If you were to imagine yourself going into that specific pain in your body, what would it look like? What would you need to do or to gather to that area in order for it to release, to heal? So be as specific as possible when you are going into those body parts that are manifesting the emotional blocks that we have in our life. Because the body simply manifests our perception, our perceived threats. And then we end up with insomnia, we end up with back pain, shoulder pain, stomach pain, leg pain, foot pain. There's always an emotional block behind it. EFT is not a spiritual practice. It is very mechanical, similar to physical therapy, in that we are relaxing the physiological response that happens, the charge, the zzz in the body that happens when you perceive yourself to be unsafe in situations. So, with that said, taking your specific emotion or physical ailment or pain or discomfort, you begin by tapping on the soft part of the outside hand. It's referred to as the karate chop point. As you are tapping on this point, you simply state what's going on as specifically as possible, whether it be a reaction to a response from somebody outside of you that said something to you, that bumped you. Be as specific exactly what did they say to you that evoked the charge inside of you. Whether it be a physical pain, did you twist your ankle, do you have a physical ailment? Be as specific as possible. And it looks like this. You say the setup statement 3 times. Even though I have this physical ailment, state your physical ailment or emotional state, I am willing to love and accept myself anyway. You state it again. Even though I have this specific pain or emotional trauma, be as specific as possible. I'm willing to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have this physical pain, I'm willing to love and accept myself anyway. And I combined, because my training was not only with the EFT, but also with the Choices method by Dr. Pat Carrington, which is a very powerful combination, because she focuses on the choices then, after you've stated where you're at, which is essential for any 12-step program of recovery. Even though this, I'm willing to love and accept myself anyway. And I choose to believe that I'm more than capable of healing. I'm more than capable of coming up with a creative solution. I'm more than capable of speaking my truth easily. Make your choice after you've stated, even though this, I'm willing to love and accept myself, add your choice. And I choose to believe that I'm more than capable of handling this situation. So after you've said your setup statement 3 times, you move to a sequence of points that were picked because they're located closest to the surface. And you tap on each point 7 times, using a reminder phrase to link you back to your setup statement. Even though this, I'm willing to love and accept myself. If it's a physical pain, let's just say it's a physical pain in your shoulder. Choose a reminder phrase. This shoulder pain, this searing pain. Be as specific as possible. What does it look like? This warm, hot ball of fire in my left shoulder. Choose one thing. Ball of fire, ball of fire. We'll just go with shoulder pain for right now, but choose one specific reminder phrase that links you to your setup statement. This pain in my shoulder, you could just say shoulder pain, and tapping 7 times on each one of these points. Shoulder pains. Pain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shoulder pain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shoulder pain, this shoulder pain. All of this shoulder pain. And then moving to the next point, which is located at the U-shaped dip on either side, the collarbone points. And then going to the underarm point, which is right on the bra strap line, using your 4 fingers. Shoulder pain, and then the top of the head, shoulder pain. So we just went through the entire sequence, sang the reminder phrase, linking us to the setup statement. Shoulder pain, this shoulder pain, shoulder pain, shoulder pain. And now when I'm working through it, I'll bring in a couple of different reminder phrases that are linked to my experience of pain, whether it be emotional or physical. I might say, this searing pain, this pain between, on the front of my shoulder, this searing pain that keeps me up at night, all of this pain. And then I'll start asking myself questions. I'll say, what emotion is behind this pain? What emotion is behind this pain? What am I holding on to? Why is my body holding the tension in this area? What's behind this? I'll actually start becoming inquisitive with myself. And it's amazing how many times the answer will come up. I'll get a flash to an emotional, stressful situation that happened within a month before the physical pain started to manifest itself. So, that is a crash course in EFT. There's many, many different techniques that you can do to enhance this. Another one is the 9 gamut point, when you tap on the outside of each finger if you feel that you're stuck after you've done a couple of rounds. One thing I forgot to mention, before you start tapping, rate your emotional or physical pain on a scale from 1 to 10. What pops up for you? 10 being the highest. Perhaps you're an 8. Do 1 round of tapping or 2 rounds of tapping, doing the reminder phrase. Take a deep breath, check in. Are you still at an 8? Did you pop up to a 10? Oftentimes you'll go up higher before you'll diminish down. Keep tapping until you get to a 0. That's the key thing about this, because if you only go down to like a 2 or a 3 and it's still painful, chances are it's going to shoot up again in the midst of stressful situations. So you want to keep tapping it. Sometimes I've stuck with an issue for a week or 2 until I'm completely clear and it's down to a 0. Any time that I've done that, it has not returned. So that's from my own life experience. So I encourage you to explore the EFT, jumping back again to the gamut point after you've done your sequence of points, your setup statement, your sequence of points, going through. You probably saw me add 1 extra point, which is the liver point, which is located 3 inches down from your nipple on the right-hand side. It's a very powerful point. We hold a lot of grief in this area and expectation that tends to show up, manifest itself, physiologically speaking, in the liver area. So just tapping on the liver point, and then under the arm, and then the top of the head. Then if you continually find yourself stuck, you can do the 9 gamut point, which is the outside of the finger bed on the thumb, just tapping, and then moving to the next finger, tapping while you're saying your reminder phrase, this shoulder pain, this remaining shoulder pain. You can add remaining 2 after you've done 1 round. This remaining shoulder pain. You can skip the ring finger because it's linked to another point that we'll be tapping on, and just go right to the pinky, this shoulder pain. And then you tap on a point located between your pinky and your ring finger, right there as you're tapping on this point. This shoulder pain, this shoulder pain. And then you're going to do some eye movement. And this is really powerful. I've spoken about this in the 99 lessons that we taught. But to move your eyes, because the deer in the headlights, remember? So when we move the eyes, we get the brain moving. You start to be able to open up your options and your ability to connect to possibilities of solution. So as you're tapping on this point, and I know it can get a little crazy sometimes, it feels like you're doing this. It's a very powerful practice though. You close your eyes, open your eyes, look hard down to the right, straight ahead, hard down to the left, straight ahead as you're tapping on this point, and then you roll your eyes one way, roll your eyes the other way, and then you hum any song you want. I usually hum happy birthday as I'm tapping. And then count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then hum again. And then take a deep breath and release. Close your eyes and check in on a scale from 1 to 10. Where's your emotional charge when it comes to this physical or emotional pain? And then if there's some remaining, let's say you're at a 5, then you can just go right back into tapping the sequence. This remaining pain, 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 this remaining shoulder pain, remaining shoulder pain, and be as specific as possible. You can then add a round of the choices. I choose to heal easily. I choose to believe that I can release this. Even though I've had this for 2 months or 3 months or 3 years and experienced this for 3 years, I'm willing to feel safe moving into the unfamiliar. I'm willing to remember my ability to heal. I choose to step into easily the healing of this shoulder. I choose to have a strong and healthy shoulder. I choose to believe that this is possible for me. So as you're going through the points again, you just state your choice with emotion behind it. I'm willing to remember that I'm more than capable of coming up with a creative solution to this situation. I'm willing to believe that the way to do what I want to do and accomplish in this life exists. I simply need to tune into it. That was one of Gary Craig's statements that was very powerful when I was going through the training, that I remember him saying. I'm willing to believe that the way to do what I want to do and accomplish what I want to accomplish already exists. I simply need to tune into it, so that you can say that as you're tapping on these points. So, that is a quick course, crash course in EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. It goes phenomenally with many of the lessons that were taught in this educational segment of 99 Things You Wish You Knew Before Stressing Out. Peace and blessings to you, and enjoy your gift of life and your ability to maintain inner peace.